The art of flirting. Unlocking the secret to irresistible attraction. The three types of men in flirting. When it comes to flirting, there are three types of men. The first type is the man who has no idea how to flirt. He stumbles through conversations, unsure of what to say, and ultimately finds himself in the dreaded friend zone. Women see him as nice, but not as a potential romantic partner. He's dependable, he's sweet, but he's also invisible in the world of attraction. Then we have the second type, the one who tries to flirt but completely misses the mark. His approach is awkward, forced, and unnatural. His attempts come off as either desperate or cringeworthy. Instead of sparking attraction, he unintentionally repels women, leaving them feeling uncomfortable or uninterested. And finally, there's the third type, the man who knows how to flirt like a master. He understands the nuances of attraction and effortlessly creates a spark wherever he goes. Women are naturally drawn to him, intrigued by his confidence and captivated by his energy. Which one do you want to be? Trust me when I say that after reading this guide, you'll realize that flirting is not some complex mystery. It's actually shockingly simple. You'll understand exactly why you've been facing rejection, and more importantly, you'll learn how to turn things around instantly. This isn't just another generic dating guide. This is your complete roadmap to flirting mastery, a psychological breakdown of what works, why it works, and how to influence the mind of a woman so that she sees you as a man of high value. But before we dive in, let me make one thing clear. This is not about manipulation or playing games. This is about understanding the laws of attraction and using them to your advantage. Women are wired to respond to specific behaviors, whether they realize it or not. And by the time you finish reading, you'll have the knowledge to naturally spark attraction in any conversation, without forcing anything. So, pay close attention. The next 10 minutes could change your love life forever. Why flirt? The difference between a boring conversation and an electric connection. Before we break down how to flirt, let's answer a fundamental question. Why is flirting so important? To illustrate this, let's analyze a conversation where no flirting is happening at all. Guy: where are you from? Girl: Melbourne, Australia. Guy: wow, so you survived all the deadly animals, huh? Girl laughs: yeah, I guess so. Guy: I heard it's one of the most livable cities. Why did you move? Girl: oh, I moved because blah blah blah. And so the conversation drags on. Can you see the problem here? If not, let me spell it out for you. This conversation is 100% platonic. There's no tension, no excitement, no spark. It might as well be a job interview or two guys discussing the weather. What's the result? At best, the guy gets ghosted after a polite exchange. At worst, he's locked into the friend zone forever. And let's be real, that's worse than rejection. This is why flirting is essential. It's what separates a man from being just a friend to being a man she wants to sleep with. Flirting creates a romantic context. It lets her know, subtly and playfully, that you're not just here to be a friendly companion. You're a man with intent. So, if flirting is the gateway to attraction, why are so many guys terrible at it? The answer lies in a few critical mistakes that most men make, and you're probably making them too. The most common flirting mistakes that are killing your chances. A lot of men approach flirting the wrong way, and in most cases, the reason is simple. They are way too obvious. Why is this a problem? Because it kills mystery, and mystery is the key ingredient in attraction. Women are drawn to intrigue. They want to figure you out, to wonder what you're thinking, to feel a sense of anticipation. But when a man is overly direct or predictable, that intrigue disappears instantly. Here's an example of bad, obvious flirting. Girl: I love sports bras. Guy: I bet you'd look amazing in a sports bra. Boom. Game over. This type of response is too blatant, too desperate. Instead of sparking attraction, it makes a woman feel like she's being evaluated. She immediately categorizes you as another guy who's just too eager, and her interest drops to zero. So what should flirting actually look like? The secret to flirting like a pro. subtlety, and implication. Flirting isn't about saying exactly what you're thinking. It's about implying your attraction in a way that keeps her engaged. Take the sports bra example. Instead of making it obvious, here's how a man with game would handle it. Girl, I love sports bras. Guy, really? Believe it or not, I have a thing for girls who love sports bras. See the difference? Both responses show interest, but the second one is indirect. Instead of outright saying, "You look amazing," he adds a playful twist. It keeps her guessing. It creates a subtle challenge. By keeping things playful and teasing, you show that you're confident enough to flirt without begging for approval. And this brings us to another powerful flirting strategy, the agree and amplify technique, how to pass any woman's test. The more attractive a woman is, the more tests she'll throw at you. Why? Because beautiful women are constantly approached by men, and they need a way to filter out the weak from the strong. These tests come in the form of sarcastic remarks, tricky questions, unreasonable demands. Here are some classic examples. Girl, I bet you say that to all the girls. Guy, yeah, I wake up every morning surrounded by women, it's exhausting. Girl, how many women have you slept with? Guy, today? Not that many. Girl, buy me a drink. Guy, sure, would you like my ATM pin too? What's happening here? Instead of getting defensive or trying to prove himself, the guy agrees and then exaggerates to the point of absurdity. This shows that he's unshakable, playful, and in control, all of which are highly attractive qualities. Flipping the script, make her chase. Most men spend their lives chasing after women, but what if I told you that you could flip the script and make her chase you instead? The secret? Frame the conversation as if she's the one hitting on you. Here's how it works. Girl glances at you. Guy, are you trying to seduce me? Girl, want another drink? Guy, oh, I see your plan. Trying to get me drunk so you can take advantage of me. This technique subtly reverses the power dynamic. Suddenly, you're not the one chasing, she is, and that makes you irresistible. Mastering the art of flirting, the ultimate psychological playbook. The push-pull technique, creating emotional tension that makes her want more. If there's one strategy that separates amateurs from experts when it comes to flirting, it's the push-pull technique. What is push-pull? It's a method where you push her away slightly while simultaneously pulling her back in. This creates an emotional roller coaster, making interactions unpredictable and exciting, which is exactly what women crave. Let's look at an example. Guy, you're super cute, almost too cute for me to handle. This is dangerous. What's happening here? He's pulling her in by calling her cute. He's pushing her away by saying she's too cute for him. The contradiction creates a spark. She suddenly wants to prove herself, to show that she's not just cute, but also someone he should be interested in. Here's another example. Guy, you're pretty awesome, kind of like my little sister. Boom. Instant intrigue. Why does this work? Because it creates playful tension. On one hand, he's giving her a compliment. On the other, he's comparing her to something that's definitely not romantic. The result? She feels the need to reframe herself in his eyes, to show that she's not just a little sister figure, but someone he should desire. And this is the secret behind push-pull. It makes a woman feel like she's working for your approval, rather than the other way around. Why women are drawn to men who play hard to get now. Let's take a step back and analyze why this strategy is so powerful. Imagine you meet a woman who is stunning. She's beautiful, confident, and seems absolutely perfect. Now imagine that instead of making you work for her attention, she just throws herself at your feet. She agrees with everything you say, showers you with compliments, and is way too easy to win over. What happens? You lose interest. Why? Because we don't value what we get too easily. This is the same reason why women are often more attracted to men who are a challenge. It's not that they love jerks or bad boys, it's that they're drawn to men who project value. Men who don't beg for attention. Men who act as if they have options. Men who make them feel like they need to earn their affection. And this is why push-pull works. It makes her work for you. It subtly tells her, I like you, but I'm not convinced yet. Show me why I should be. And that, my friend, is a game changer. The pretend it's her fault strategy. How to make her feel like she's flirting with you. One of the most fun and effective flirting techniques is to act like she's the one flirting with you. Women aren't used to being put in the position of the pursuer, so when you flip the dynamic, it confuses and excites them at the same time. How do you do this? By playfully accusing her of seducing you. Here's an example. Girl, I love dancing. Guy, oh, I see what's happening. You're already trying to impress me, huh? Another one. Girl, I work out a lot. Guy, are you trying to make me imagine you at the gym? That's not fair. By framing her statements as her flirting with you, you instantly shift the power dynamic. Suddenly she's playing your game. This works because it's light-hearted, it's fun, and it subtly plants the idea of attraction in her mind without ever being needy or desperate. And once you master this, you'll notice something incredible. Women will start chasing you. How to naturally introduce sexual tension without being creepy. Now, let's talk about something most guys completely fail at. Escalating sexual tension. Most men either avoid it altogether and come off as just a friend. Push it too hard and make women uncomfortable. The key is balance. You need to introduce subtle sexual undertones without being creepy or over the top. The best way to do this? Through sexual illusions. Let's say you invite her over for a drink, and she compliments you on how well you make cocktails. Instead of just saying thanks, you lock eyes with her, smirk, and say, I'm good at a lot of things. Boom. No need to spell it out. Your tone and body language do all the work. She instantly knows what you're implying. Her imagination fills in the blanks. Another example, if she asks you for help setting something up at her place, you can playfully say, oh, so you're already finding excuses to get me to your house? I should have known. This keeps things flirty and teasing rather than being too forward. And the beauty of this technique? Women love it. It allows them to indulge in sexual energy without feeling judged or pressured. Which brings us to another powerful concept. How to let her rationalize attraction so she feels comfortable making a move on you. Here's something most guys don't understand about attraction. Women want plausible deniability. What does that mean? It means that if they're going to act on their desires, they need a way to justify it to themselves. Society has conditioned women to avoid feeling easy or too available. So if a guy makes his intentions too obvious, it often triggers a defensive reaction. The solution? You need to give her a way to rationalize things in a non-threatening way. For example, instead of saying, let's go back to my place to have sex, which is way too direct, you say, I've got this amazing rooftop view at my place. You'll love it. See the difference? She knows what's happening, but now she has a socially acceptable reason to go with you. Another example, instead of saying, I want to make out with you, say, you're trouble. If we keep talking like this, we might get in trouble. This subtly plants the idea without making her feel like she's making a huge decision. By doing this, you create an atmosphere where she can let things happen naturally, without guilt or hesitation. And that, my friend, is the secret to effortless seduction. Flirting like a pro. The subtle science of irresistible attraction. How to use playful role reversals to make her chase. One of the most powerful flirting techniques is reversing the roles, making her feel like she's the one trying to win you over. Most men approach women in a predictable way. They try to impress, compliment, and prove their worth. But the men who truly command attention do something different. They subtly frame the interaction so that she feels like she's trying to win them over. How? By playfully challenging her and acting as if she's the one making the moves. For example, girl accidentally touches your arm while talking. Guy, oh wow, I see what's happening here. You're already finding excuses to touch me. Can't blame you though. She laughs, but something interesting happens. She starts seeing herself as the one who's trying to impress you. Another example. Girl, I love massages. Guy, oh, I get it now. This whole conversation was just your way of hinting that you want me to give you one. Clever. Again, this subtly flips the frame. She starts thinking, wait, am I flirting with him? Am I the one making the moves here? And that's exactly what you want. Because the moment she sees herself as the pursuer, her attraction for you skyrockets. Women aren't used to being in this position. They spend their whole lives being the ones chased. So, when a guy flips the script, it creates a powerful psychological effect that makes him stand out from every other man she's met. The 1 foot in, 1 foot out mindset. Why desperation kills attraction. There's a reason why desperate men never win, and it has nothing to do with looks, money, or status. It's because desperation signals low value. A man who is too eager, too available, or too invested too soon sends a subconscious message. I don't have many options, that's why I'm clinging to this one. And nothing kills attraction faster than a man who seems too needy. Women want a man who has options, a man who chooses her, not one who is desperate for any woman's attention. So how do you avoid coming across as desperate? By using the 1 foot in, 1 foot out mindset. This means you're interested, but not overly invested. You're flirting, but you're not putting her on a pedestal. You're enjoying the interaction, but you could just as easily walk away. When you have this mindset, everything about your body language, tone, and energy changes. You naturally project confidence and abundance, which are irresistibly attractive qualities. And here's the best part. The less you chase, the more she will chase you. Because women are wired to value what is slightly out of reach. It's basic psychology. We want what we feel we can't quite have. So, instead of being overly available, create a subtle sense of scarcity. Give her just enough attention to spark attraction, but not so much that you smother it. That's how you make her feel like you're the prize. How to escalate flirting without crossing the line. The perfect balance between teasing and attraction. Flirting is a delicate dance. Too little, and you land in the friend zone. Too much, and you risk creeping her out. So how do you strike the perfect balance? By following this simple rule. Flirt with a playful tone, not a needy one. Here's an example of flirting done wrong. Guy, damn, you're so sexy. I can't stop staring at you. Now compare that to flirting done right. Guy, I don't know if we should keep talking. You're kinda dangerous. I feel like you're the type who could get me in trouble. Do you see the difference? The first one is too direct, which kills mystery. The second one is playful and indirect, which makes her wonder what you mean. Women love uncertainty when it comes to attraction. When you say something like, "You're trouble, I can tell," she immediately starts thinking, "Wait, what does he mean by that?" And that mental engagement keeps her hooked. Flirting is all about creating intrigue, excitement, and anticipation, not just throwing compliments at her. How to subtly introduce touch without making it weird. If you're not introducing physical touch, you're not really flirting. But here's where most guys get it wrong. They either never touch at all, which makes the interaction feel platonic, or they touch too aggressively, making the woman feel uncomfortable. The key is subtle, natural touch. The kind that happens so smoothly she doesn't even think about it. Here's how you do it. Incidental touch. This is touch that happens naturally in conversation. For example, brushing her arm lightly when you laugh at something she said. Directional touch. When you're leading her through a crowd, placing your hand lightly on her lower back for a moment. High fives and hand holding. A playful high five can naturally turn into holding her hand for a second. The secret is escalating slowly. Start with small, casual touches. If she responds well, gradually increase them. If she doesn't pull away, it means she's comfortable, and you can continue flirting with confidence. The secret to making a woman feel drawn to you, without saying a word. Did you know that your energy is more powerful than anything you say? Women don't just respond to words, they respond to the energy behind those words. A man who speaks with confidence, calmness, and certainty is automatically attractive, no matter what he looks like. Why? Because confidence signals value, and the easiest way to project confidence? Slow down. Slow down your speech, slow down your movements, slow down your breathing. When you move and speak with calm, controlled energy, women pick up on it instantly. It makes you seem grounded, unshakable, and in control, which are deeply attractive traits. This is why some men can say the most basic things, and yet women find them incredibly magnetic. Because attraction isn't just about what you say, it's about how you make her feel. Wrapping up, the flirting blueprint for magnetic attraction. Let's recap what you've learned so far. Make her chase you by flipping the roles. Use the 1 foot in, 1 foot out mindset to avoid coming across as desperate. Flirt playfully, not needily. Use subtle touch to build connection. Slow down your energy to project confidence. Master these techniques, and you'll notice a dramatic shift in the way women respond to you. But we're not done yet. There's still more to unlock. The final chapter, becoming the man. Women can't resist. Why women are attracted to men who lead and how to step into that role instantly. If there's one thing that separates high-value men from the rest, it's this: they lead. Women are wired to be attracted to men who take the lead in social and romantic situations. This isn't about being controlling, it's about projecting confidence and making things effortless for her. Here's how most men handle decision-making. Guy: so, what do you want to do? Girl: I don't know, whatever you want. Guy: oh, I don't really care either. That kind of uncertainty kills attraction. Now compare that to how a confident, dominant man leads. Guy: I know a great little spot with amazing drinks, let's go. No hesitation, no asking for permission. This kind of decisive energy makes a woman feel safe and excited because she's with a man who knows what he wants. Want to stand out from 99% of guys? Start making decisions with certainty. If you're planning a date, pick the place and time. If you want to escalate physically, go for the kiss confidently. If you sense hesitation, reassure her with your calm energy. Women don't want a man who asks permission for everything. They want a man who leads naturally. How to create a deep emotional impact so she thinks about you nonstop. Most guys try to attract women by focusing only on surface-level qualities, looks, money, status. But the men who truly make women obsessed with them go deeper. They create an emotional experience that lingers in her mind long after she's gone. Here's how you do that. 1. Use vivid storytelling instead of boring, logical conversations. Paint pictures with your words. For example, instead of saying, "I like traveling," say, "One time I got lost in a tiny village in Italy, and an old lady invited me into her house for homemade pasta. We couldn't even speak the same language, but we laughed and drank wine for hours. That was one of the best nights of my life." Which version do you think sparks more emotion? Women are drawn to men who bring adventure into their lives, even through storytelling. 2. Playfully challenge her. Most guys are too agreeable. They nod, agree with everything she says, and avoid conflict. But do you know what truly stimulates attraction? Playful pushback. If she says, "I love sushi," instead of saying, "Me too," try, "Sushi? No way. I refuse to believe you actually enjoy eating raw fish. Prove it to me." This instantly creates fun, playful tension, and that's what makes flirting exciting. The key is to tease without being mean. You want to challenge her in a way that makes her laugh and keeps her engaged. 3. Use the emotional spike method. The best way to make a woman think about you nonstop is to create emotional highs and lows. Here's an example. Guy: you're honestly pretty amazing, but I have to be careful. I fall for girls way too fast. Girl: wait, really? Guy: yeah, I don't know if I can handle being around you too much. This pulls her in emotionally because it's unpredictable. One moment, she's getting positive attention. The next, she feels like she might lose you. That's what makes her invested in the interaction. Flirting should feel like a game of emotional tug-of-war. It keeps her hooked and wanting more. How to make her feel like she's the only woman in the world, so she craves your attention. Once you've sparked attraction, the next step is making her feel deeply connected to you. Here's how to do it. 1. The power of eye contact. When you're talking to a woman, most guys nervously dart their eyes around. But a man who knows his worth holds eye contact, calmly and confidently. When she speaks, lock eyes with her and listen intently. Most women are used to men only half paying attention, so when you give her your full, undivided focus, She feels an intense connection. 2. Mirror her energy. People are naturally drawn to those who reflect their emotions and body language. If she's excited and animated, match her energy. If she's calm and intimate, lower your voice and slow down. This makes her feel deeply in sync with you, as if you just get her on a different level. 3. Make her feel special in a genuine way. A lot of guys throw out generic compliments. You're so beautiful. You have nice eyes. Women hear these all the time, so they don't feel genuine. Instead, find something unique about her and make her feel like you truly see her. For example, I love how passionate you get when you talk about the things you care about. Most people just talk, but you actually light up. This kind of compliment hits differently because it makes her feel understood on a deeper level. And when a woman feels deeply understood, she naturally wants to be around you more. The scarcity principle. How to keep her hooked and wanting more. One of the biggest mistakes men make. Overstaying their welcome. They meet a woman, she shows interest, and they immediately give her unlimited attention. This might feel like the right move, but in reality it makes you less desirable. Why? Because humans value scarcity. Think about it. Why do limited edition products sell out so fast? Because people want what they feel they can't easily get. So instead of always being available, create a sense of scarcity. End conversations first. Say, I'd love to keep talking, but I've got to run. Let's pick this up later. Take longer to reply to texts. Instead of instantly responding, make her wonder what you're up to. Leave her wanting more. If you're having a great conversation, end it before it loses energy, so she's excited for the next time you talk. By doing this, you keep her mentally engaged, always wondering when she'll hear from you next. And when a woman starts thinking about you all the time, she's already emotionally invested. Final thoughts. Becoming the high-value man. Women desire. Flirting isn't just about what you say, it's about how you carry yourself. The most attractive men aren't the richest, the best-looking, or the most famous. They're the men who know how to create playful, flirty tension, make women feel emotionally engaged, lead with confidence and decisiveness, create a sense of mystery and scarcity. When you master these skills, you'll notice something incredible. Women will start chasing you. Because attraction isn't about forcing things, it's about creating an energy that naturally pulls people toward you. And once you've mastered that, you'll never struggle with flirting again.